Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Monster. I'm stood up here on top of the factory because, to be honest, it's quite a nice view from up here. I quite like it. This little castle has actually come on pretty well over the episodes. I'm quite happy indeed. Now, last time we were over here. This is our new animal pen area, and here are the animal pens. Let's go through the actual gate. So here they are. We have all 4 cows, we have quite a few calves. What's there, about 6? 7 maybe? And through here you can see that actually not a lot's got done in here since. I haven't even gotten around to putting the paths in. But you can see that we are up to 18 beef and 9 bits of leather, which isn't bad. It's not exactly creating absolutely tons of stuff, and I don't have a clue if it's run out of the wheat or not. It hasn't, it's only gone through half a stack. So that's pretty good. I'll need to automate wheat production into it, but apart from that, I think that's going pretty well. I'm now going to nick the leather and head back off into the factory because today we are going to work on something completely different just for an episode, and I think we'll be back in here probably next episode with some more animals. So let's hop on back and go back through our front door. And come down here to the slightly messy factory. It isn't really too bad, but it is a tiny little bit messy. Because we want to make some improvements, and the problem is these things. These are the cyclic assemblers. You remember these? These are the machines which are making things via blueprints? How about blueprints? Blueprints, these ones are turning silver ingots into silver nuggets, I guess. This one's actually labelled, it's making glass panes. Now these work okay, but if you remember, they do tend to fill up this thing at the bottom. This one, I don't even know what this one's making. This one isn't even taking things in for some reason. And some of these are getting into a bit of a mess, like this one. This one's trying to make illuminator frames from silver nuggets, hardened glass and redstone, but you can see what's happened. It's filled up with redstone and no hardened glass or silver nuggets get in. Now, I don't know if there's a way to make these things actually work. It could well be that there is and I just don't know about it. If that's the case, then feel free to tell me that I'm being really stupid in the comments. Now, I really wanted to use the cyclic assemblers because they are part of thermal expansion, and everything down here really is thermal expansion, apart from the ender chests which are getting things in and out of the system in various places. But to be honest, I'm going to fall back on what I normally prefer to use, because I don't normally use the cyclic assemblers. They have that problem with filling up with the wrong thing, and they have the problem that they need a power source into them. That's not a big problem. I think that's actually quite fair, really. I think they probably should consume power. I'm just going to get rid of those things. But there is a better alternative, which is what I am going to use now. That better alternative, I think, is the auto workbench. Here it is. It's part of the granddaddy of all mods, Buildcraft Factory. It's pretty easy to make. It takes a crafting table and wooden gears. So let's see if we actually have the parts to make one. We are a bit short on wooden gears, which is no biggie because I'm sure we can make up the best part of a stack. I've got some use for... Do we have more oak wood than anything else? Where's our jungle wood? Oh, it's there. Yeah, we have more oak wood than jungle wood now, of course, because I have limited the... That's not what I want oak wood planks. I'm hitting all the wrong keys. There we go. Get some more sticks. and then we can make up a load of gears. I limited the junglewood planks to a barrel, but I haven't done that with the oak wood yet, so we've got a bit more of it. So another stack of those will do me, I think. That is plenty, and then we can make up some of these. Don't know how many we'll get. 23. Well, that's quite a lot. These things are incredibly, incredibly cheap. So the question is, how do they work? Let's come down here to the first one. I don't know which one this is. This is the one for stone bricks. Stone bricks, of course, takes 4 pieces of stone, arranged in a square to make stone bricks. So let us now just nip this completely out, getting stuff absolutely everywhere. And instead pop in the... Oh, can I not get to that because I can't get down far enough? Is that all of it? It is. Pop in this thing. This is our auto workbench. I'm going to pop stone bricks in the right pattern, and what you'll see is these are filling up. They're filling up because this is set to automatically export no matter what. This is only set to actually turn that on, and this will not accept a redstone signal, so it is producing stone bricks at the minute, which are being pulled out. So this thing at the minute will constantly create stone bricks forever, so we can't quite set this up this way. We will need to set this one up with the level emitter pointing down at that, looking for stone bricks, and with that bit of wire across the top. We are going to need another piece of wire, aren't we? Can I nab some from somewhere? Apparently not, so let's just quickly dash upstairs. I really ought to put a... Why don't I do that, in fact? A crafting terminal. We could really use a crafting terminal actually being downstairs. Do we have the parts handy? I mean, how easy is that? We also want an ME cable. I don't know why I hadn't thought to do that before. So just pop one in there and tell this that it can only export when it receives a signal. So as always, when the number of stone bricks drops below 1024, that will switch on. When that is switched on, this will switch on and it will start exporting bricks into here. You can see that this will constantly make bricks as long as there is an excess in here. It will go on until there is only one of each left. But the good thing is that it will only actually fill up the... Let me just pop this crafting terminal down. It can just go in the back corner for now. That's fine. If we choose something like this one, this is the one making hardened glass. It needs redstone, silver nuggets, and hardened glass. It's making illuminator frames. Sorry, of course. Let's get rid of all that stone. And pop you out. And can I just get down into there just to pick up that last piece of whatever it was? Right, illuminator frames, which I have, to be fair, forgotten how to make. Illuminator, whatever. Illuminator frames are 2 silver nuggets, 2 redstone, and a piece of hardened glass. So, hardened glass and silver nuggets is what we need. So on this setup we have this which is exporting. It's trying to export these things into it. It won't do it because it doesn't know where to put them. If I put the hardened glass in the middle, it will start exporting it immediately because this thing isn't even pointed at it, so that will have to be turned around again. It will export it until that one square is full. If I tell it silver nuggets can go here and here, it will do the same, and if I tell it that redstone can go here and here, it will do the same. It now recognises it has the illuminator frame recipe, and it will start producing illuminator frames. Now, of course, the only problem with this setup, as I said, is that it will overshoot the numbers slightly. It will overshoot the numbers because this export bus here will keep on exporting until enough have been produced. That will mean that there is an amount in here which will be produced. It will be up to 64 over. Make this only work with a signal. And there we go, we are producing lots of illuminator frames, and you can see it doesn't fill up any of the other slots, so you never get the problem of things going into the wrong slots. Right, let us now start thinking about a bit of good old signage, because I've been using those signs for ages, the basic signs with writing on, but I don't think they're quite the best. I'm quite a fan of the item frame. Right here, good old basic vanilla Minecraft, it takes a piece of leather and a load of sticks. Have I really used up all of my sticks? That is ridiculous. Is my inventory going weird? I don't think it's going too weird. So planks, I've got a load of junglewood planks here, which will make up a few stacks. Oh, it's because I'm pressing shift and that's showing what it should be. That's fine then. I didn't think I was going completely mad. So, item frames, can you now see why I wanted to start producing leather? So 12 item frames, I can just pop them on here. And I have done this one. So that one is producing stone bricks. And the other one is producing illuminator frames. Now, illuminator frames might be going straight into this machine if there is insufficient. If that isn't quite full yet, which it isn't. So we can pop those in there and the bricks into there. Wrong way round. Completely and utterly the wrong way round. So this one is a brick, and this one is producing illuminators. Okay, nice and easy. It does sort of float. I suppose I could actually, it wouldn't bother it in the slightest if I put it on the front there, would it? Does that look better? So that's producing illuminator frames. It's producing lots of illuminator frames because we don't have anywhere near 128 in storage. So yes, I think I like the way that looks. I'm going to move that down as well, even if there is that in the way. Pop and pop. And just put on a torch. Fill in the hole. So there we go. This is how we will now be making lots of stuff automatically, like these glass panes. So just take these things all out. Poppity, no, pop. Okay, I'm hitting every single one wrong, which is quite impressive. So we need an ME level emitter, we need the ME cabling in first. Going up to there, we then need an automatic crafting bench in here, which we are going to tell it should be producing glass panes. There is a basic piece of cable running across the top. I could actually run the cable underneath all these. I might well do that off camera. That goes on there, flicked around to point downwards. And finally, the precision export bus can go there. Actually, it can't go underground, can it? Because I need somewhere to make that point, and that would mean having a hole in the ground, which would look untidy. So it's producing glass panes because I have not told it to only work with a redstone signal. That should stop exporting now. Get a pane out and put it in an item frame. reasonably obvious what's going on. Now what I'm going to do is, I presume probably off camera, this will maybe be a slightly shorter episode, but I'll be coming along here and I shall also put a second row of these machines in here, because I do need to be auto-producing wood and sticks as well. This one is just producing good old-fashioned stone slabs, and it looks like this one's already set up the correct way round, which is very nice. So, cobblestone to make, oh dear, stone slabs like that. That's a cobblestone slab, which isn't what I want, is it? I want a stone slab, which is that one. So that one isn't crafting anything. You can see it doesn't pull the last one out, but because this one is switched off, it isn't pumping anything in either, which is good. Oopsie. Pop a slab in. Now these schematics, I imagine, will be a bit messy in the ME system. Some of these look quite ridiculous in the item frames, but I don't care in the slightest. These schematics will probably be a bit messy in the ME system, so I think I'm just going to shove them in here because I don't really know what else to do with them, and I'm not really going to use them anymore. I can also get rid of some of this stuff. And those 3 cyclic assemblers, and that will, I think, be it for this episode, guys. Let's actually grab, why am I going in there? When I have my infinite building bag, I have forgotten it already. Let's go back over to the animal pens just to finish off and think about putting the path in, because I think I've not got a shovel, have I? But I think I'm going to dig out with a tree and put in a double wide path along there, coming in from this triple wide over there. Yep, I think that looks good, and that is another thing which I'm going to do off camera before next episode. So as ever, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed it, and I do hope very much to see you again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.